little bit of the Hispanic or the Latino language. Whenever I see M-A-S, I think of more in the Hispanic language. So when I see Christmas, all I see is Christ more. Right? So I think it's all right for us to say Christmas because you can't say it without thinking about Christ. Christians have to be careful, not allow the word to determine what's good and what's bad for us. You hear all these conversations about Christmas being that of the pagan nature. But the devil for years have taken good things and turned them around and made us think them to be bad. Right? But now we don't even say Christmas anymore. We just say happy holidays or Xmas. And I don't want to offend anybody, so if your understanding is Kwanzaa or Hanukkah, whatever it may be, it's got to center around the understanding that sometime years ago, God gifted this world with his son, and that we are eternally grateful for. We want to talk just a little while from Matthew chapter 1. Sunday school was kind of heavy last week, was kind of challenging. I told you I had a Christmas message coming. So you can do all your shouting and jumping today. Matthew 1, chapter 18, beginning at verse number 20. I hope you have your personal copy of the Bible because you will need it. Matthew 1, the opening of what we understand to be the New Testament. Matthew, author writing particularly to the Jewish nation, as they were anticipating the coming of the Messiah. They were very versed in the prophecy, and they were sitting, they were longing, they were yearning for the coming of the Messiah. It is with this audience in mind that Matthew is writing this account of the gospel message. In our text, I'm reading from the NASB standard. The Bible says, "Now the birth of Jesus Christ was as follows. When his mother Mary had been betrothed to Joseph, before they came together, she was found to be with child by the Holy Spirit. And Joseph, her husband, being a righteous, I believe King James says a just man, and not wanting to disgrace her, planned to send her away secretly. But when he had considered this, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream, saying, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary as your wife, for the child who has been conceived in her is of the Holy Spirit." May the Lord add a blessing to the readers, the hearers, and always the doers of his holy word. Amen. I want to speak to you for just a little while concerning the subject from the last verse there. For the child who has been conceived in her is of the Holy Spirit. And I want to speak to us today with the idea of my gift is already in me. My gift is already in me. Jesus Christ to Mary was a gift that God was using Mary for to give to the world, but it had nothing to do with Joseph. The text is the narrative of the birth of Jesus, and according to the account of Matthew. Matthew, as I already shared with you, was speaking to a Jewish nation as they were anticipating the coming of the Messiah. But when we look at this text, beginning at verse number 18, now the birth of Christ was on this wise. When Mary had been betrothed to Joseph, she was found with a child before they came together. When I'm looking at this text, I'm immediately confronted with a problem in this narrative. Because in concern in regard to the birth of Jesus, the Bible tells us that in this account, Mary, who is engaged, a young teenage virgin, she is engaged to Joseph, and she already has a gift. And this is the troubling part because she hasn't even been with anybody. But she is with child, a gift that Joseph has nothing to do with. Not only did Joseph not have anything to do with it, the Bible says Joseph, even this gift. And that's shocking to me because we only can see through our lens of humanity. And when you're thinking about the woman you're about to marry, trusting and believing she's never been with anybody, this is most powerful to the Jewish nation that Matthew is writing, because with the Jews it was most important to be a virgin coming into marriage, and the ideal of your wife being with a child prior to you knowing her, that's the biblical language, prior to you knowing her would have already raised some problems and some eyebrows. But the text says before they came together, it might help you to know that I cheated while preparing this message, because what I did, I went over and took a peek at Luke's accounting of this writing, because I wanted to see what Luke had to say about it, because Luke is writing for a man named Theophilus. And what he's doing is giving the most accurate details of all the narratives surrounding this man, Jesus Christ, not only in his life, but his birth as well. And when I looked over at Luke's account, I found that Joseph had no knowledge of Mary and this gift, or how she got this gift. And I have to stop right there to tell you that as any man would understand, it would be a troubling situation for his wife to be with a child, and he never knew her. Not to mention the fact that he's known her long enough to know she hasn't even had opportunity to be with another man. Not only did Joseph not know how Mary came about this gift, it might surprise you to know that Mary was equally surprised that she had a gift as well. The Bible says Mary had not been or known any man. And this is my first point. I'm working on being a point preacher. I know that's not my style, but I got to show you I can do a little bit of everything. My first point for the message is, when God gets ready to gift, he doesn't need anybody's knowledge. Amen. When God gets ready to give you a gift or put a gift inside of you, he doesn't need anybody else to know about it. He doesn't need anybody else's approval. He doesn't have to check with anybody. He doesn't have to confer with anybody. God is God all by himself, and he will give gifts to men as he chooses. God will put a gift inside of you regardless of who you know or what you know about them, or who knows you and what they know about you. God will put a gift inside of you when he gets good and ready. When God is ready, when God got ready to bless the world with the gift of his son, he didn't check with anybody. He didn't check with anybody to see what they were doing or how they felt or were they ready for the Messiah. I just need everybody in this room to understand that when God gets ready to bless people, he doesn't need to confer with anybody. The Bible says that Mary was with child, and the gift she had inside of her was the Son, which was going to be the Messiah of the world. God doesn't operate by a game clock. He's not on the 24-second shot clock. God moves when God wants to. God's time never expires. I'm trying to help somebody. Anything God does, he's never late.
That's right. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
He's never too early. Hallelujah. You already know the rest. He's always right on time.
Amen.
And the Bible tells me, as Paul is speaking to this church in Galatia, over there in chapter 4, I believe the Bible says, but when the fullness of time was come, God sent forth his son. God sent forth his gift, born of a woman under the law, to redeem those that were under the law. He didn't check with the world. He didn't check with the Holy Ghost. He didn't check with you. God said, God determined when the fullness of time had come, he sent his son. Just like when you and I receive this gift inside of us, because everybody in this room that is a child of God, you already have a gift inside of you. Amen. God didn't have to check with you to see were you ready. He didn't have to check with you to see if you wanted it. God decided when the fullness of time came, he was going to put something inside of you that would not only bless you, it would bless all those around you. You've got to understand, church, that there is a gift in you. There's a gift in you. In verse 19 of our text, suffice it to say that Joseph found Mary with child. The Bible says, but he being a just man, he didn't want to make a mockery of her. It was important that she was a virgin. She could not possibly be with child. But even in this state, his state of being a just man, it was a little too much for Joseph. And Joseph has decided I'm going to have to put her away. Because he didn't understand how she came about this gift, and it was not knowledge to him. It was too much for him. So God doesn't have to tell anybody what he's doing with you.
Amen.
Y'all should have been happy. Because people are trying to figure out what God is doing with you and why you move like you move and why you have what you have. God doesn't have to check with anybody.
Amen.
He didn't ask Joseph, was it all right for him to borrow his wife? Because God was still the creator, and she still was the creation. The text tells me he was a just man. And for her to be with child, I really couldn't appreciate the heart and the mind of Joseph. Because he didn't want to mock her. See, Joseph, by Jewish custom, he's supposed to take her back to the family and get all his dowry back. And if they got any more virgin daughters, they had to give him that also. And he could have put her out to public to be stoned, to be killed, and to embarrass her whole family. But the Bible said he didn't have that kind of heart. Be careful of those who are around you and your gift. Make sure God put them there, and they're people with good hearts.
Amen.
Everybody's not ready for your gift. People will put you away, put you out, and make mockery of you. Try to openly shame you because they don't understand where the gift comes from. But the Bible says Joseph was not that kind of man. See, what the text doesn't tell you, and I'm going to eisegete just a minute. I'm going to put something in there that's not there. But the Bible tells me because Joseph had a just heart, and he was not willing to make mockery of Mary, he already had a gift in him. Amen. He already had a gift of humility and a gift of subjection. Because he just felt like as another human being, he didn't want to see her scorned or hurt. Everybody's not ready for what you have. And you need to be careful about the company that you keep. The Bible says, the text tells us that it was beyond his comprehension. He's promised to be married to her. There, what we understand in an engagement. The engagement can't be as simple as our American definition of the word, because in our engagements, we would consider it sinful to be living together without being married, because we're not that strong. It's not brought up in us to keep yourself until marriage, so that would only be temptation. And I read somewhere that how can a man take fire into his bosom and not be burned? It would be a wise thing in America, but here they are in the betrothed world of the Jewish world, means they are already in a married state. They just have not consummated the marriage yet. They're waiting for the checks to clear the dowry, if you will. And so they had not yet been together. So, but it's as good as marriage. This is important to understand. I don't want to go too far left here. But try to understand Jesus speaking to the marriage when he says that divorcing by fornication or adultery, it has something to do with the betrothed state of the relationship. That point of the relationship when you're not yet married and then something happens. That's just a free education right there. That's why it's so hard to take that text in its entirety and put it in the modern world, because we don't live in an engagement state with a promise to be married where everything happens. See, we break up in our engagement stage prior to ever getting married. The Lord is saying, if you're promising to marry, you can't break up unless somebody does something. See, that's why it doesn't work when you try to I'll teach you that on another day. Remind me and we'll come back to it. But Joseph is saying, it ain't mine. I can hear him now in his shaggy voice. Yeah, it isn't me. It wasn't me. Tina Turner wasn't the first person to ask what's love got to do with it. Joseph was like, what's love got to do? I love her. I respect her. But I can't do this, especially when I know the child ain't mine. He didn't understand the gift, but he didn't want to ridicule her. Many people, please catch this, in the kingdom of God are ostracized and maligned because people misunderstand or don't understand their gift. That's why it's so important. Until the fullness of time, the Lord makes your gift known. To keep your business to yourself.
That's right. Amen.
You can't always let everybody know what you're doing. Somebody said that was Joseph's mistake. He shared it with his brothers before his time. He found himself in the world of trouble, but I'm not bothered by that because we just heard a story this morning that Joseph had to go through what he had to go through to get to where he was. But many of us go through things because we try to make everybody understand our gift instead of trusting God to work it out. You don't try to force your gift on people. You trust God to help them. It took a visit from the Lord himself to help Joseph understand the gift in marriage. Don't think you can do it. It's amazing how in our 21st century, the world misses the blessings of the Christian's presence. All we thought they would understand the gift the saints are bringing. See, the saints and the Christians under attack in America because the world isn't ready for the gift that we have. Paul tells us that we have in these earthly vessels a treasure that we are sent here to give to everybody. And the world can't appreciate it because they don't understand it. Every Christian, every child of God, every born-again saint, you have a gift inside of you that you need to be sharing with the world, and the world will understand it, but you just share the gift and trust God to help them understand it. Whatever you do, you can't be neglectful of your gift. You've got to remember that no man put it inside of you, God put it inside of you. Man didn't give it to you, man can't take it. Ain't nobody is going to set about telling you free. Ain't nobody got to understand your gift because God is the one that gave it to you. They didn't have a gift to give you anyway, nothing compared to the gift God has given you. My gift is in me and it's in me because of the Holy Ghost. Amen. In the text, the Bible said, and Joseph, her husband, being a just man, he wanted to put her away privately. But when he thought about these things, he had a visit from the angel of the Lord. See, when you're dealing with your gift, God talked to Mary. You have to look at Luke's account. The angel Gabriel talked to Mary before they ever talked to Joseph. Because Joseph was not the bearer of the gift, Mary was. And this is important right here. Because Mary was afraid when the angel came. Watch this in Luke's account. Mary was not troubled by the angel. She was troubled by what the angel said. They were familiar enough with God to accept the word from God. It was just too weighty for a humble soul to appreciate it. Too many saints are not even familiar with the voice of God. That's why his words troubled them. They weren't troubled by his word, his presence. They were troubled by the word.
That's right.
We've got to know what the voice of God sounds like when we hear it.
That's right.
When a message is coming to us from the Lord, we've got to have enough familiarity with God to know it's from God. My gift, your gift, is of the Holy Ghost. I refuse to dummy down my gift to help those who are insecure within their own selves. I'm talking to somebody. I refuse to act like I don't have anything to offer when God has put something in me. I'm tired of acting like I don't have any bright ideas. I'm tired of being told I ain't going to be nothing because God put something inside of me that makes me somebody. I'm something because God has put a gift in me. I need you to do something to be a little bit uncomfortable right now. I need you to tell your neighbor, God put it in me. Tell your neighbor, God put something in me.
God put something in me.
God put something in me. And you've got to be comfortable with the fact that your neighbor or your best friend, your spouse, your pastor, or your preacher has any right to tell you what their gift is about or what it's for. God, put that in there. I want you to turn your Bible to Luke chapter 1. Luke chapter 1. You got to read these together for it to make any sense. Looking at verse number 26 of chapter 1, Luke's account, verse number 26. Now the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from God to a city in Galilee called Nazareth, to a virgin engaged to a man whose name was Joseph. I told you that word was engaged. Of the descendants of David, and the virgin's name was Mary. And coming in, he said to her, "Greetings, favored one, the Lord is with you." But she was very perplexed. Watch this, not at his presence, at his statements. That just puzzled me because we have no record of this teenage woman ever seeing the angel before. But she wasn't troubled by the presence of the angel. She was troubled by the message that he brought. And every now and then, God might send you something you need to be ready for. The Lord. Greetings, favored one, the Lord is with you. Perplexed at this statement, she was wondering what kind of salutation this was. The angel said to her, "Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God." You have found favor. This is usually my Mother's Day sermon when I'm preaching the Christmas message now. Because all of you, your children of God, saints of God, when God decided to put a gift on you because he found favor with you.
That's right. Thank you, Lord.
Y'all don't even appreciate that. You know why you don't appreciate it? Because you don't even believe it.
That's it.
You've been torn down so long, you've been preached a hellfire and brimstone message for so long, you don't even know about the power you're walking around with. God has put something inside you that's intended for you to bring forth life. He said in John chapter 4, "For those that believe in me, those that believe in me shall bring forth from their bellies rivers of flowing living waters." He put something in you, and the Christians are too afraid to claim, "I've got something inside of me that God put in me." I can tell by your reaction, this is stunning. This is brand new news to you. Because you've been talking so long that all you have is the Holy Ghost, God and Jesus Christ, and I walk around. God put something great inside of you. Put a gift inside of you. All you got to do is find a way to just wait. It might be 9 months, but when the time comes, all God needs you to do is just push. That's it. That's it. By Bible says, as Joseph and Mary are receiving these angelic telegrams, special delivery from angelic hosts, neither of them are shocked or terrified. I could take a detour right here to discuss the significance of the language. Mary is visited by Gabriel. But Gabriel is not the messenger to Joseph. If you read the text over there in Matthew chapter 1, verse number 20, the Bible says that it was the angel of the Lord that appeared to Joseph in a dream. I don't even have time to go all the way back through the Old Testament to declare to you what the angel of the Lord represents, but I just took a moment to share with you the fact that the angel of the Lord was always indicative to God himself. It was a Christophany of the Lord, Christ showing up in human form, angelic form. The very fact that God had to tell Joseph about the gift to get Joseph on board. Every now and then, God will have to send you a message. Might not be through the preacher, might not be through your wife or your husband. God will talk to you himself if you just open your ears and listen. Amen. You don't always have to work with somebody else to talk to you. Let me make something clear. It won't be audible. That's right. But it'll be audible to your spirit, because my spirit bears witness with his spirit that we be the children of God. Amen. But if we don't listen, we won't even recognize it. We have no record of Joseph or Mary's encounters with angels, but they weren't shocked. They didn't run. They weren't afraid. But that would just bore you if I took you all the way back to the Old Testament. Both messages are messages from God. And since neither one of them are afraid, I discovered that any revelation to your gift is your number 2. Any revelation to your gift begins with your ability to hear from God. You want to know what your gift is all about inside of you? You want to know what your gift looks like? You want to know what your gift is? If you don't have the ability to communicate with God, you'll never know. Y'all quiet, y'all can't hear nobody. Your pastor, your preacher, can't nobody tell you what your gift is. That's between you and the Lord. But if you don't know what he sounds like, you don't know how to communicate with him, you'll never know. You'll go through this life with an unfulfilled purpose.
That's right.
Just being a Christian.
That's right.
You said that like it's a bad thing, preacher. No, I said it like it's an empty thing.
That's it.
Because he called you to produce. That's right. If you abide in me, is what the Lord said, you shall bear much fruit. But because you don't even know what's inside of you, you don't know what he sounds like when he's trying to tell you what's inside of you. Let me share something with you. When you were born, God already knew the day you would come into his kingdom. You were already born with a gift to be placed inside of you. You got children here, I gotta be careful down through here. But before you ever became a mother, already had the ability to be a mother. Right. It just took time before that act came place.
That's right.
And so it is with the child of God. When you're born, he already puts inside of you what's necessary for the gift. It just takes some time for you to get to that place when he can bring it together to bring forth.
That's right. Amen.
So you came here from eternity past with a gift to be birthed. We just had to wait for the fullness of time to come about, for God to bring it forward. I need all Christians to understand with me about this room today, I've got something in me. And God put it there.
That's right. Amen.
But Joseph and Mary forgot with the power of the gift. Joseph will be blessed by the gift. Mary will be blessed by the gift. And I said Mary and Joseph forgot. I said, preacher, how did they forget? Because they were Jews. They were knowledgeable of all the writings of the prophet. And I read somewhere over in the proverb writing, the Bible says, a man's gift will make room for him. And this gift will bring him before mighty men, even kings. So what does that mean? And it says that whatever God put inside of you was meant to be a door opener. But if you don't ever discover what this gift is, you'll continue running into locked doors. It's kind of like you're in one of those escape rooms and you just can't find your way out. It's not about finding your way out. You've got to find what's within.
That's it. That's it.
God put something in you that'll help you make it out. The gift God put in you is not necessarily all about blessing you. He put something inside of you for you to bless others. It wasn't about Mary being a mother. She's bringing forth the Messiah who was going to bless all mankind. But all at the same time, Mary would be blessed as well. Joseph was gifted with the blessing of parenting, God's greatest gift to all mankind. You see, you think about Joseph, after these moments with Joseph, and you see Joseph in town with Jesus at the temple, and then Joseph just kind of fades away. You don't even find Joseph around by the time Jesus performs his first miracle. It was just Mary. You never thought about it, have you? Where's Joseph at while Christ is putting Mary into the hands of John while he's hanging from the cross? Theologians consider that Joseph might have died by this time. But we know they were together for some time because Mary went on to have other children. See, the point is, I'm trying to make is, Joseph's gift was in parenting Jesus and standing by Mary's side while she brought her in. Sometimes you're not the issue. It's not all about you. Can you stand beside somebody whose gift is bigger than yours?
All right now. Amen. Amen. Yes.
Joseph's gift was just to stand by Mary.
That's right. Come on.
Be a part of Jesus' early life. But the gift was all about Mary. That's why I say you be careful who you're around. Some people don't want to be around you, they can't shine more than you.
That's it. Come on. Come on.
I know my problem is people don't like my shine.
You don't like my shine. Amen.
I didn't do it, God did.
That's right. That's right.
God did. You didn't pick your gift. God put inside of you what he put inside of you.
That's right. That's right.
And some people are afraid to be the Joseph. Everybody wants to be the Mary. Everybody wants to carry the gift and not support the gift.
That's right. Come on now.
We need more Joseph mentalities in the church of Christ.
Amen. Amen.
People that are willing to stand by the gift, support the gift, and just won't mind if they just fade out the picture.
Come on now.
Is that all right for a Christmas message? It's about the gift. God put in Mary the gift to bring forth a son that he would bless the whole world by. I don't know who I'm talking to. Whatever gift you have inside of you is not for you alone, it's for you to bless others with. Somebody has got to be impacted by your gift in order for you to determine if God put it in there. If it's not blessing or helping anybody else, you just step back and ask, who put that in there?
That's right.
Discover the gift that's in you. And when you birth that gift, you'll be able to give others a better gift. See, this time of the year, the whole world is jostling, breaking bank accounts, lying to the bill collectors. Not in in the church, I'm talking about. While the world is toiling, trying to find that perfect gift to give away, that perfect gift that we go out of our way to purchase. The saints of God ought to be somewhere just pushing to bring forth that gift. Pushing to bring forth the gift that God put in it. Don't you know when you ever give birth, and whenever you give birth to the gift that God gave you, you will have the perfect gift to give to others.
Amen. Thank you, Lord.
Whenever you push and bring forth the gift that God has put in you, you will have the perfect gift to give to everybody. Watch this, not just at Christmas time, but all year round.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Jesus.
Christians ought to be pushing. Look at your neighbor and just say, push.
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 We need Christians pushing.
That's right.
Trying to bring forth this gift so that we can bless others.
That's it.
And we go. The Bible says Joseph did as the angel suggested. He went ahead and took Mary to be his wife, and she bore a son by the name of Jesus. Jesus meaning Yahshua or Emmanuel, because he would save people from their sins. All Mary had to do was push. And I'm going to show you different clothes. Even in bringing forth the gift, it might be painful.
That's it.
It might be painful to bring forth the gift. I read somewhere back in Genesis chapter 3 that the Bible says that in any kind of bringing and bearing forth, the woman would always bring forth in much pain. But the joy of what she brought forth after the pain is always worth seeing. And so it's the same way with the child of God. What he put inside of you, it might be painful to get out. You want to deny yourself, but to cut some things, but to cut some folk off. In order to get into a position to push what the Lord has put inside of you. But oh, what joy it is when that new life that he put inside you finally comes out. That idea, that ministry, that love, that compassion, whatever it is that's going to contribute not only to the kingdom, but to all of mankind. Oh, what joy it is. But you gotta push. You gotta push. If you're here today and you're not a child of God, you have not been born again, you have not been bought with the blood, you have not been baptized in the water gift of baptism, there's a gift inside of you, just hasn't come into consummation. I don't want you to think that God has no purpose for you. He's waiting on you to marry him so he can bring forth that gift inside of you.